Stop waiting for marriage to fulfill you. Sis, you are already complete. Exactly as you are. You need to believe that. Take the time to rediscover yourself outside of your relationship. It's taking you for granted because you're always there. You have nothing else in life but him, right? Guys, that was me. I will drop everything in a heartbeat to be wherever he is because he's gonna be all by himself. My goodness. Okay. All these women will go all over him. And that's when we completely forget ourselves because we're too busy focusing so much on what our partners are doing. But when you know your worth, when you know what you want, when you have dreams to follow, hobbies, community, friendship, girlfriends, no one has time for this. Nobody would have time for this because you're too busy having a great time. I'm Jazz. I love traveling, so that's what I'm talking about on this channel, about personal development, sometimes about marriage, like now, about financial independence, location independence, creating and living a life you love. If that interests you, please subscribe. It's free. Activate the notification bell to not miss any video. Following the previous video, leaving behind, I had some feedback, some strong feedback privately. I would like to address them in this follow-up video. And the feedback I had were like, am I asking women to leave their husband? This series is not we hate men, we hate husband. They're useless. That's not the message at all. Okay? We love them, they're there, you know, but we also exist as individuals and we have our own dreams and we need to go after them. That's the message. Ladies, you are more than a spouse. Marriage is a beautiful thing, can be a beautiful thing, right? And having a partner with whom you share and you build with, it's an amazing thing to have. However, you are more than that. I've been married for 26 years, coming 27, and I've been with my husband for 29 years. Does it mean that I'm an expert in marriage? No. Every marriage are different. But all I can do here is to share my own experience. I myself got completely lost into my relationships, into my roles, into being a wife. That was my sole and only identities for years. Years. And then one day I woke up at 45 and I'm like, I have enough of everything. My husband talked to me and he's like, you've changed. You're not the same anymore. You used to be so nice. And it took him a second to adjust to the new me. It took me a second to adjust to the new me, who had enough of being like the caretaker, the helper, the selfless person. I would just give them everything, you know, give him everything. He was my sole attention, apart from the kids. He was my priority. I didn't count, right? And it was everything about him. I lived for him. I lived for to serve him. I know the feminists are going to be like, oh my goodness. Well, yeah, I have an African background, and what I've been taught by my aunties, sisters, whatever, family member, he was everything to me. And I'm happy to say that today, no, I still love him. He's a great guy. He's an amazing guy, but I love myself first. I love me first. I'm the most important person in my life, not him. He is important to me. But before him, it's me. And that, guys, to say that today, gosh, thank you to 50. I don't know. As I say, that superpower that comes with being 50 and makes you really embrace who you are and know what you want. Because I was existing just for my husband and his needs. But just because I didn't give any time to anything else but looking after my husband and my family. And this is wrong. This is wrong. You know, your world should be a little bit broader. more richer, right? And that may not be for the new woman today, I don't know, but my generation, and as a Black African person, that's still very common today, that women don't have really a life for themselves. In Africa, and I'm sure in a lot of places, I will often refer to Africa because I am an African. So in Africa, once you are married, you reach a certain status. It's extremely important to have the married status, right? Status. And so it's like a badge of honor to be married, right? It's like you've arrived. It's the destination. Once you're there, you stay married at all costs. That's you've worked very hard for this, and now you need to hold it by any cost, okay, to you. Because this is so recognized. Women that aren't married are looked down uh, at a certain age, right? I think that's true everywhere. Your boss is not determined by your relationship status. A lot of us get married expecting that is the partner that's going to, fulfill us and make us happy, etc. It's not their responsibility. You learn that so very late in your marriage. I'm talking for myself, right? And I've been married for 26 years, and I learned that very late. And that can bring so much disappointment and frustration. Okay, because you're expecting that man to do something that's not his role, right? You're supposed to be working for your own happiness. So usually what we do, we throw, once we have that man that we've been expecting and that statue of being a married woman, then we give everything to that man, right? And then one day we be resentful because, well, we sacrifice everything for him and he may not be reciprocating the same way. Well, nobody asked you to do that, right? It's not a healthy way to relate to your husband or to your partner. This is what I meant by leaving behind. And it's extremely important to not let society, our traditions, pressure you into believing that marriage is the ultimate goal. No, it's not. You are enough on your own. You are, and it's very important to know that. Then when you find a partner, the relationship is more balanced, okay? Instead of you being a doormat to your partner, which is never a good thing. You are a unique individual with your goals, dreams, and passion. And it's extremely important to really hold on to them and to pursue them. You're not loving your husband, your partner, your boyfriend less because you are going after your dreams. In contrary, as I said in the previous video, by doing this, you actually will love them even more. The more you love yourself, honestly, I only know that today, the more you can love others. So that's so true. When I come back from a trip, I'm on such a high, and I just share it with everyone around me. I'm more happy, I'm more joyful, so it benefits them. And being happy as a single person, it's something that I did not understand before. I was one of these women, to be honest with you, also that you have to be careful of the single girlfriend. We only work with married women because they're miserable, and All they want to do is to steal your husband. That's what society tells you, right? Until I met so many women online that are single and happy and enjoying their life. And I'm like, really? They're not miserable? They're happy? How? Right? Sis, don't let society make you believe that being married is your sole identity. Take the time to rediscover yourself outside of your relationship. Invest in your personal growth and pursue your own interests. That's the only way you can be happy. That's the only thing that can bring you happiness, true happiness. That's my belief, and that's what I've experienced. I'm not saying you can't be happy about other things, but once you really go to the end of, your dreams, you follow your passions and interests, that's really what brings you true happiness. Celebrate everything that makes you happy. Embrace everything that brings you joy. Being married is one of them, but it's not all of it. It's not the whole story, right? And honestly, sis, don't let marriage and your spouse status overshadow all the amazing part of what makes who you are, of your personality. You are capable of so much more than being someone else's partner. Come on. I'm sure even your own partner will be happy to see you going after your dreams, you know, and show the world who you are and what you have to offer, because I'm sure you have so much to offer to this world. Okay, and you have so much to discover. I would love to interview my husband once on the channel. I've asked him. He's shy for now, but at some point I would like to have him on camera. We have a very different relationship where we have learned through the years to communicate better. Is it perfect? Heck no. Atti- activate the activate the notification. Ah! Activate the notification belt. English is too difficult. Activate the notification bell to not miss any video.